Hey folks, welcome back to the Greg Luchak Show. I'm back here at the triplex renovation that I did back in the summertime. My client has called me back in because they had some major issues with their plumbing. So I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing today. And the reason for today's video, like I normally do a lot of these type of videos, but I've been selected, or I guess asked to participate in a documentary with some Carleton University students, some journalism students, Raylene and Eden. And I'm happy to do that, and they've asked me to do a quick little video of what I'm doing currently. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to walk you through what we're doing here. Okay, so here we're on the outside. We'll start here first. Now they've had an issue. This building is about 80 plus years old, has old cast iron plumbing, and the unfortunate part is that the plumbing is rotting out. And a few weeks ago, the plumbing on the outside had collapsed. And they had a sewage back up into the house. They had to take the tenants out of the house, out of their apartments, and put them up. And they worked with the city, and they found a contractor, and they come in and they excavated from the city connection all the way up to the house connection right here, roughly around the window well. And they had to replace all the plumbing. Well, all the plumbing. They replaced the drain line, a 6-inch cast iron drain line that had collapsed and disintegrated, and put in new ABS plumbing line for that. But then they still had an issue on the inside. And I'm going to take you inside and talk to you about that and what we're doing there. Okay, so here we are, we're down in the basement of the basement apartment. And they've had to come in and they had to, because of the sewage backup, they had to basically strip the floors out, and they, in the process, remove some of the baseboard that I installed. So throughout this, there's like 2 bedrooms down here in the hallway. You can see they've stripped all the floor out. And I've already started to do repair, like they had to replace some, or pull out some of the drywall that was got wet. So I'd already started patching that. And you can see this is a work in progress. Now here's the problem, the sewage problem. This is an example, a section of the pipe that's rotted and collapsed out. This is their main drain line throughout the house. So when I come in, the first thing I did was I suggested to them to put in a backflow preventer, which will stop sewage from backing up, obviously. So that's what that device is there. That's a CSA certified backflow preventer that we put in. And then I started replacing the line. I told the owners of the property that when I did the backflow preventer, that the pipe was very rotten and that it had hairline cracks. So I had stopped here, but they've since asked me to continue excavating. We're now going to replace the entire old cast iron system up into the stack, which I'll take you into the back room. But you can see here where I've now started to, I've excavated, I'm starting to remove and replace the old pipe with new ABS drain line. And I'll just take you into the furnace room and show you that. Okay, so here we are in the furnace room. Now, they've already, when they renovated the house, they've already replaced all the existing plumbing above ground. So you can see that there's all new ABS plumbing here. You can see where they had broken the floor and they had plumbed in for the bathroom that's just in behind here. So what I need to do now is come in and I'm going to excavate all along this section here back to where I stopped actually yesterday. I apologize for the video's a little dark here. Where you can see that's in the bedroom, and then I've come in. So I'm going to excavate here and I'm going to replace all new ABS piping in here. So we can get, so there'll be 100% new plumbing in the house now. There'll be 100% new plumbing in the house now, so that they won't have any more problems with pipes collapsing. It's been very disruptive for the tenants. One of the tenants is already still out of this unit here. They're still out of the unit because it's been under construction, renovation for a few weeks now. So hopefully this process will go by quickly, and we'll get it all renovated, and we'll get the tenants back in, and everybody will be happy. All right, so here you can see I've started to break out the concrete and trench for our new drain line. And I'm trying to figure out my angles. There's some of the fittings that we're going to be replacing this cast iron. There's the old line is right there. And then it comes in, this is the new toilet lines that feed the bathroom in behind here. So I've got to reconnect here and then make a connection here. And then I'm going to come this way and go down that way. So I'll do a few little progress videos along as I go along here today. Here you can see the start of the excavation and the direction of the plumbing. And I'll just carry on. Okay, a little bit more progress here. I've managed to break the concrete. I'm just going to quickly run you through this here. But unfortunately, there's a lot of big boulders and stones. I'm hoping it's not bedrock, because that's going to pose a problem trying to get down deep enough. Trying to get some light on the subject here, but you can see where I've trenched over to my other connection. But I actually have to excavate down about a foot. And so we'll see how long that takes. The concrete actually broke fairly easily. But my next stage now is to get it deep enough so that we can lay the pipe. Stay tuned. So here we are, there's the progress video. The trench is dug out. I've got it down hopefully to the right depth and grade and slope. I had to peel out, you see along the way there, a lot of big boulders. Took a lot of picking and breaking to get them all out of the way. This is what happens. Like, this house is like 80, almost maybe even closer to 100 years old. There's no crushed stone. They chipped out, even found an old chisel bit where they probably, dug it out by hand, chipped out the rock to do the foundation, and they just pour a slab. So there's a lot of debris that you wouldn't normally find in, say, a new construction where they excavate and they put down 6 or 8 or 10 inches of crushed stone before they pour the slab. There has none of that here. So we have to basically pick out the rock and pick out whatever's in the way, and hopefully there wasn't too much. Well, there was enough here. It wasn't quite solid bedrock, but there were lots of big boulders. But this is typical of like I said, of an old house like this. So my next job now is to go and fetch a little bit of pipe and some fittings, and we'll map out the drain line and get ready to disconnect the old one and hook up the new one. Okay, so I've started to lay out my plumbing, the pipe, but I'm not going to do the connection today because it's getting late in the day. So that's a wrap for today, but you can see we're getting ready to lay the pipe. So I hope you enjoyed today's quick little video about replacing a rotted out drain line in an 80 to 100 year old home. So as always, I hope you're having a great day and you keep crushing it.